I'm with Yankees manager Joe Girardi. And Joe, last night, Mariano Rivera became the #2 man on the all-time saves list. As someone who has caught him and managed him, are you amazed at what he's been able to do later in his career?
Well, it's amazing how consistent he has been year in and year out. I mean, you could argue this is one of his best seasons he's ever had. And the thing about Mo is he's a great athlete, and he takes great care of himself. And Mo keeps it simple. I mean, it's one pitch, basically a fastball, and he locates so well, and his mechanics are great. And when I caught him in '96, when he was a setup for John Wetland, I knew he was special. But this is really, really good stuff.
Andy Pettitte getting the start tonight. Historically, he's been a great second-half pitcher. This year, he has struggled a little bit. What's been the difference with him?
Well, it comes down to location, and some of his starts we haven't scored a lot of runs, and it's been a close ball game throughout, and we've had defense let him down at times. I mean, it's been a number of things, and Andy's a guy that gets extremely frustrated and expects to win every day, and obviously he's starting today. He's going to start the last game at Yankee Stadium, so I'm looking forward to it.
Robinson Cano benched on Sunday and Monday as well. Is he back in the lineup tonight?
Yeah, he's back. He's back in the lineup, and he's hitting seventh, where he hits a lot of the time, and Robbie's ready to go. And, we talked about it, and I'm pleased with the conversation. I'm excited to watch him play.
Obviously there were some issues earlier in the season with Robinson, and there was some talk about benching him. Do you feel like this was the right time to send the message?
Well, everyone seems to know that there were issues, and we've never talked about issues, so I'm not sure where that comes from. People all feel that they have the right way to handle Robinson Cano, whether it's from inside the clubhouse, outside the clubhouse. And, we just felt it was a time to talk to Robbie and about the way he's playing and express to him, we know you're frustrated. We know that you're not having the year that you're used to having, and that's going to happen, and that's okay. I mean, we obviously want you to hit 320 and drive in 100 runs every year. We would love to have that, but some years are going to be tougher. You've lined out as much as any player on our team, and it's not a lot of fun. But the important thing is that your effort's the same every day, and it's a great effort, and I think he's ready to do that.
You managed a Marlin team that was very young. What is the big difference in terms of going to the Yankees, a veteran team? Is there a big difference in terms of getting through to the players?
Well, I mean, some guys have done things one way a long time, and they've been very successful at it. And it's getting to know what makes a player successful. I think for any new manager, the most important thing is to learn your players as quick as possible. Because when you come in, yeah, you've watched them play, but you're not in the clubhouse with them. You don't necessarily understand what it takes to make them tick, and you have to learn those type of things. And every year as time goes on, you learn more about a person. Is there a lot of difference? No, it's managing people. The way you treat a young player might be the way you treat an older player. I had some veteran players as well. So the big thing is that you get to know them all and know what it makes them tick.
You've won 3 straight games against some very good clubs in the Rays and the White Sox. Are you happy with the way this team is grinding it out and staying focused as the season winds down?
Yeah, because we're still alive, and you have to. And even if you're not alive, you have a responsibility to the club, to the fans, to everyone who's watching you to play the game in the right way. Most important, you have a responsibility to yourself, because that's the way you should play the game. It shouldn't matter whether it's the first game, the last game, whether you're going to the playoffs or not. You should play the game the right way.
You take a different approach. There's a lot of young guys who are competing for jobs for next year that are being evaluated. How do you approach that in terms of getting those players in, seeing the players develop?
Well, it's important that we play the game the right way and that we try to win every game. And we are mostly playing our set lineup that we've had most of the time, and we owe that to baseball. And we owe that, obviously, to the other clubs that are fighting for positions as well. So we are playing our guys, and you're going to see our normal lineup out there every day.
In the final homestand of the final season at Yankee Stadium, Derek Jeter now ranks first in the most hits in the cathedral of baseball. His first inning single knocked Lou Gehrig's name from the top spot, eclipsing a record that stood since 1937.
There's so much history here at Yankee Stadium, and just to be a part of it is something special. But I think this whole last week will be pretty special here. You talk about New York and playing on Broadway. It seems like it's a little darker here. The lights are a little brighter here. And, I try to compare it to that. It's like you're on stage. And, this is definitely a wonderful place to play, and a lot of memories here. And we got one more week. Hopefully we can get a few more.
The amazing thing about this was he needed 9 hits in this homestand. We have a 10-game homestand to tie Lou Gehrig. And he just figured he'd get 3 the first 3 games and get 9 in the first 3. It's been amazing. He's an amazing athlete, and he loves to play this game, and you see it every day from him.
Jeter is going out of Yankee Stadium just as he came in as a rookie on a tear. In his last 11 games, he is 32 for 69 with 11 multi-hit games. In New York, Paul Devlin, MLB.com. Yes, it was pure bedlam in the Rays clubhouse. Tampa Bay celebrating the first division title in franchise history. Last year, the worst record in all of baseball. This year, one of the best. And yes, indeed, they are going to the postseason.
Things were about as bad as they could be when we were, here at the beginning. And there's been some of us who have been here throughout the entire ordeal. And I don't even know if we knew that if this was possible, if we were good enough to do this. But to say we're the champs of the AL East, it's something that I know I'm especially proud of, and I know everyone else is too.
When you were going through your struggles and your injuries and so forth, did you ever think that you were going to see this day?
No, I didn't. I didn't know if I'd be playing. Forget about doing anything like this.
How about in terms of the job that Joe Madden did with this group?
Joe's awesome. You can't ask for anything more. He's more like a manager who's also a friend of everyone, and he relates to the players unlike anyone that I've ever seen.
Did you ever think you were going to see this day?
You know what? We had a vision, and obviously we dreamt about it. We talked about it. We thought we could do it, and it first started like that. You know what I'm saying? Just with believing.
You didn't just win any division. You won the AL East. The Yankees, the Red Sox, the Blue Jays. That's got to make it extra special.
Oh, this is amazing, man. We're so excited about this. It's great for the city of Tampa. It's great for the organization. It's the first time, in organization history that we go to the playoffs, and to go in the playoffs this way. We're the AL East champs. This is unbelievable. We're really excited about it. Very grateful.
The theme all year long was 9 equals 8. That was the case. That added up to the AL East.
This is like I keep on saying, this is a family. That's exactly what we mean. 9 equals 8. If we play as a team, all 9 of us doing a little part, look what happens. That's exactly what we talk about in spring training. So it's so special to see it, see that vision, see what we talked about materialize, man. This is amazing. We're so excited, so grateful.
It's a great team. It's been a pleasure to be a part of, and you just can't say enough about what we've done this year and what we've overcome.
Now, some young teams will be satisfied just getting there. You guys aren't satisfied, are you?
Not at all. We're in there. The goal was win the East, and we've done that now. So now the goal is win the World Series.
That's what we work hard the whole year for. And once we showed up for spring training, we knew that we could do it. We ain't got the biggest payrolls in the big leagues, but we got a great group of guys that are hungry to win. It means a lot for us. That's what we work hard during the off season, during spring training, and during the whole season. And we are happy that we did it. It wasn't the way that we were expecting it, but we won the American League East. We're happy, and we want to celebrate like crazy tonight.
I've watched this team grow in 1 year from last place, supposed to be terrible, to we're the division champions in the toughest division in baseball. And I'm so proud of every one of these guys. No quit in them, and I got to come along for a fantastic ride right here, and I hope to continue it on.
I'm with Joe Madden, manager of the Tampa Bay Rays, the AL East champion Rays. How's that sound?
Awesome. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Oh, that is cold. Hey, you don't mess with this group right here, believe me. It's about everybody. It's we're kind of an anonymous group, and everybody's got ownership in this situation, and that's beautiful.
The Tampa Bay Rays don't know who they're going to be playing in the first round of the playoffs, but after 10 very tough years, does it really matter? At Comerica Park, Paul Devlin, MLB.com. I'm with Evan Longoria, and Evan, pretty much everything you've touched this year has turned to gold, including this team. How great has this year been for you?
Well, first, let me say it's not all me. It's a team, and that's why we're all here. But it's a great, it's a great team. It's been a pleasure to be a part of, and you just can't say enough about what we've done this year and what we've overcome.
This has got to be a pretty special year for you. All-Star game, probably going to be the Rookie of the Year, division title.
It's been crazy all the way around. I mean, as you can see, they're not laying off of us.
How about in terms of the character and the strength of this team, just all year?
Yeah, I mean, up and down, up and down. I mean, we got so much depth as a club, but the personality and character, I mean, it's unmatched from any other team I've been on.
Now, some young teams will be satisfied just getting there. You guys aren't satisfied, are you?
Not at all. I mean, we're in there. I mean, the goal was win the East, and we've done that now. So now the goal is win the World Series.
Okay, thank you. I'm with Carlos Pena, and Carlos, when spring training started, did you ever think you were going to see this day?
You know what? We had a vision, and obviously we dreamt about it, we talked about it, we thought we could do it. And it first started like that, you know what I'm saying? Just with believing, and look at this, it's materializing, it's unbelievable. This is already materialized with the champions. Unbelievable.
You didn't just win any division, you won the AL East. The Yankees, the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, that's got to make it extra special.
Oh, this is amazing, man. We're so excited about this. It's great for the city of Tampa, It's great for the organization. It's the first time, in organization history that we go to the playoffs, and to go in the playoffs this way. I mean, we're the AL East champs. I mean, this is unbelievable. We're really excited about it. Very grateful.
The theme all year long was 9 equals 8. That was the case. That added up to the AL East.
This is like I keep on saying, this is a family. That's exactly what we mean. 9 equals 8. You know what? If we play as a team, all 9 of us doing a little part, look what happens. That's exactly what we talk about with spring training. So it's so special to see it, see that vision, see what we talked about materialize. Man, this is amazing. We're so excited, so grateful.
And you're not satisfied just winning the division. You want it all, don't you?
Oh yeah, we gotta keep going, man. But there's there's nothing wrong with enjoying the fact that we have accomplished a lot this year. And we're gonna enjoy this, and you're gonna keep on preparing, and we're going to prepare for the playoffs and go after it.
Okay, Carlos, thank you very much.
Anytime, man. Thank you.
I'm with Joe Madden, manager of the Tampa Bay Rays, the AL East champion Rays. How's that sound?
Awesome. It's a great moment for our organization, for our players. I haven't wrapped my mind around the entire situation yet. I probably will do that when this thing is all over, but I know the one word that comes to my mind is powerful.
Joe, you spent a lot of time paying your dues. More than 30 years with the Angels, passed over for some jobs that you interviewed for. Now, when your first go around, your first job managing, you do an incredible job with the Rays. It's got to be pretty special for you.
It's incredibly special, and it's not just me, but obviously. Oh, that is cold.
It is cold.
That is cold.
It is cold.
John, that is cold. It's very special for all of us, and again, it's about Stu, Andrew, Matt, Jerry, the whole group upstairs. It's about all these guys in here, all the coaching staff. You don't mess with this group right here, believe me. It's about everybody. It's we're kind of an anonymous group, and everybody's got ownership in this situation, and that's beautiful.
What are they saying back in Hazleton, PA about you right now?
I tell you what, I'm betting at Casamados and bellhops. It looks a lot like this right now.
Oh, thanks a lot. Congratulations.
Anytime, guys. All right, thank you.
I'm with Cliff Floyd, and Cliff, as one of the senior members of the Rays, how does this experience rate in your major league career?
Man, it's right up there at the top, man. I mean, it never gets old. You know what I mean? This is what you work so hard for. No, I don't care if you're 35 years old, 22 years old. I want these guys to be around for a long time, and this is where it starts. Getting here and believing that you can get here every single year and accepting nothing less.
Could you put a finger on the turning point of the season when you really knew that this was possible?
You know what? I mean, it was so many, but I think it was more so when we lost 2 of our guys in Seattle. We lost Longo, and then we lost CC next day. We went 21-8 after that. I mean, If you'd have told me you're gonna lose your best players and go 21-8 and keep yourself up there with the best, I told you it's crazy. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna fall on our face. I just thought we were gonna have some hiccups more than we had, and that was a turning point for me. I think guys believed in themselves. I think that what the organization did in terms of getting baseball players in here instead of going within the organization trying to get guys to come up here and do a big thing, it does wonders. And I think everybody feels good about themselves because we feel like we're family. We contribute. Every single day somebody was different every day.
Do you preach the message that, hey, it's not all right just getting here, we want to go to the next step and beyond?
Oh yeah, we got some meetings coming up, some good ones, some family-oriented meetings, and just to keep it simple, we all understand what's at stake. The guys can taste it, they want it, they're not going to accept anything less. You'll see some devastation and we should, get ousted in this thing, but you don't even think like that. We're going to think, one game at a time, enjoy this to the T, and play. If we do what we're capable of doing, that's small ball, play the game small like we've been playing the whole season, we're going to be fine.
Okay, Cliff, thank you.
Thank you.